They said it was all in their heads. But thousands of people across the world say otherwise. Fibers emerging from their skin, resistant to pain, treatment, and explanation. It began with an itch. Then a sting. Then open sores that never healed. And from those wounds, thin, colored threads. Red, blue, black. And something else. Doctors called it Morgellons. But they didn't mean it kindly. Most dismissed it as delusional parasitosis, a psychiatric condition, not a physical one. But the patients disagreed. And so did their microscopes. Fibers were collected. Some burned. Some didn't. Some looked natural. Others didn't belong. In 2006, the CDC launched a formal investigation. They gathered samples. They interviewed the afflicted. For 6 years, they searched for answers. In 2012, the report dropped. The CDC called the fibers environmental, likely cotton or synthetic lint. Translation: harmless. Imagine. Not real. But not everyone bought it. Former FBI forensic scientists analyzed samples independently. What they found couldn't be written off so easily. One lab found heat-resistant fibers with no known textile match. Another found traces of metals, polymers, and biocompatible materials used in electronics. Some claimed the fibers moved, on their own, responded to heat, changed shape, or glowed faintly under UV light. Observers were shaken. Enter DARPA. The US military's research arm had been developing epidermal electronics devices that embed in skin to monitor, heal, or track. Patents showed research into nanoscale threads that interact with human tissue. Threads that can survive in the body. That can communicate. The timeline? Too close for comfort. Morgellons symptoms began spreading in the early 2000s. DARPA's tech went black around the same time. One DARPA paper describes programmable microfibers designed to regulate biological systems, heart rate, temperature, and possibly more. The people suffering Morgellons never asked to be part of an experiment. But the symptoms? They matched early-stage nano-deployment protocols. Doctors called them mentally ill. But what if they were the first to notice something spreading silently through society? Fibers weren't the only symptom. Many experienced fatigue, neurological issues, and memory loss. Some even believed they were being monitored. A few patients removed the fibers themselves. What they found inside shocked them: structures resembling chips, or tiny lattice-like grids. Of course, most scientists say it's pareidolia, seeing patterns where there are none. But pareidolia doesn't burn, or bleed, or scream. Could industrial pollution or environmental fallout explain it? Or are these the fragments of something far more deliberate? Some researchers believe a synthetic bioweapon test went wrong, or right, depending on its goal. Silent, deniable, and wide-reaching. Others believe Morgellons is the side effect of nanotech exposure, particles accumulating in soft tissue, rejected by the body as foreign. If this is true, Morgellons isn't an isolated disorder. It's a warning. A visible symptom of invisible control. The CDC stopped researching. Most universities won't touch it. And those who speak up? Labeled unstable. Fringe. Dangerous. But the patients keep coming. The sores keep opening. And the fibers. They keep growing. All while the world looks away. Why the silence? Why the smear campaigns? Why the refusal to investigate something so physically undeniable? Because the answer might terrify us. It might expose a technology already deployed. Before we were ever told. And if the fibers are real, what else is hiding inside us? What's building beneath our skin? This isn't science fiction. It's material science, military application, and human testimony. And it's being ignored. Thousands suffer. Many are mocked. A few have taken their lives. All because they saw something others refused to see. So, what are Morgellons fibers? Delusion? Or design? Disease? Or deployment? Maybe we're not meant to know. Maybe we're not supposed to look that close. But the truth is bleeding through. One fiber at a time. Morgellons remains one of the most unsettling mysteries of modern medicine. Maybe not because it can't be explained, but because it already has. For more hidden tech and truths that hit too close to home, subscribe to Twilight Truths. You won't see these stories on the news.